Here's to hoping that this video will actually turn out well because I already filmed it once and it was blurry. Hi, welcome back to my channel and to another video about my graduate school admissions process. I have my notes here. So let's get started, shall we? This month, I was expecting 2 graduate school admission decisions. I got 2, but not the ones that I was expecting. I am actually filming this quite prematurely because it is April 19th. So the month isn't over. It's nowhere near over. It's like the middle of the month, but the way that the month panned out for me, it was better to film now. And if I get any news next week, I am filming A Week in My Life, so check that out. It's gonna come out next month. Let's get started with April 6th. So on April 6th, it was the day after I was supposed to get an admission decision. Okay, and that is supposed to get, right? Because I put on my calendar April 5th, admission decision from this one school. April 5th came and went, nothing. So I started freaking out, right? Rightfully so. And I decided to investigate. Hello, it is April 6th. So yesterday, April 5th, I checked again because I thought maybe I'm just going crazy, maybe I'm wrong. I did not I did not get anything back. I have no email, nothing. So you would think, right? You would think that I would get something. Rejection, acceptance, quite literally anything. Wait list even. Yeah. Nothing. I went to admissions and it says application, no application data found. But that always says that. And before on my tasks, it said to do the background check, and now it doesn't because I assume they already checked it. So like, what's the deal here, babe? I'm gonna email them because I'm like, hey, so my application went through, right? Like, before I email that person, I'm gonna check another school. I emailed them and I was like, hey, when do you think you're gonna get back to me? They never replied to my email. That was months ago. Okay, months. They don't have a portal because why would they? Why would anybody have a portal that doesn't make... I haven't received anything from them. I'm gonna check because usually the schools get back to me like about a month after I submit my application, and their deadline was in early March and it is early April, so I'm going to check. Pending admission decision. So when are you going to get back to me? So I have nothing yet as of April 6th. I should have something. I should have something. It says right there on their website, you should have something by April 5th. I don't have anything. So what is this? April 10th, I got a semi-update about that school, and I also got an admission decision from a school I didn't even expect. Okay, I was expecting 2 admissions decisions, and I got 2. But 1, I did not expect that at all. I have got to record this because a couple of updates. So it is April 8th, Monday, April 8th. And a couple days ago, I was like, oh, I haven't received my admission letter from this school, even though they said they were going to have decisions out by April 5th, because that's what it says on their website. It says by April 5th. And then I sent an email. I got an email back today, and they were like, oh no, they're just about to start reviewing applications. So basically, they're going to review applications after April 5th. But they didn't say that in their website now, did they? No, they said by April 5th, which is 2 different things, but I digress. I just got an email saying, oh, here's your admission decision letter from a school. I didn't think that I should have said anything. I didn't finish my application with them. I never sent in my GRE scores because the deadline had already passed. But I still did everything else. So they still had to review my application. And I remember clearly asking my boyfriend at the time, the one that dumped me, I remember asking him, I was like, should I email them and say that I no longer want to apply to their school and they should get rid of my application? He's like, well, what are you gonna gain from that? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I should or not. That's why I'm asking you. He was of no help, obviously, clearly. I should have emailed them and been like, hey, so I can't make the deadline, so just throw out my application. I'm not applying there anymore. I didn't even look at it because I know that I didn't get in because I didn't even set my GRE scores. That is quite a turn of events for this situation. Quite a turn of events. April 12th, actually got something. I got an admission decision. That school was like, hey, you know, we're gonna wait a little bit more, like, you know, we did, right? April 12th, I actually got one. And my feelings about it were complicated, to say the least. Hello, I can't help but smile, right? It is April 12th, and today I was supposed to get an admission decision from a school. They told me I was supposed to get it last week, okay? I was supposed to get it last week. I did not. And I emailed them and they're like, oh, we're delayed. We'll give it to you next week though. April 12th. Today's April 12th, and guess what? They delivered. So let's go ahead and open this up. But before we do that, I just want to say there is context behind all of this. I've already mentioned this plenty of times before. I'm only applying to schools in Texas. And when I was applying to graduate school, I had a boyfriend at the time. He told me he'll follow me wherever I go to grad school. So I didn't have to like stay in North Texas. So I was living in North Texas and Fort Worth. Well, firstly, I applied to every school that had the clinical psychology program in Texas because there wasn't many, guys. There was not many. Two of them were up in North Texas. One in Abilene, which is about like an hour and a half away from Fort Worth, I think. And one in Tyler, Texas, which is about 2 hours or so from Fort Worth. It's like about the same time. So they're like on the outskirts of the DFW area. I applied to both of those at the time, when I was with my boyfriend, when I had a reason to stay there. The school that I'm about to open the decision from was my first choice. When people asked me, they were like, oh, do you have a first choice? I was like, okay, firstly, I don't have a first choice. I don't trust institutions, okay? Secondly, yes. Yes, and it's this school. It's this school, right? The school. Now though, a lot of things have happened in my life since I applied to this school. My boyfriend at the time, the one that I was trying to stay up there for, he killed himself. So I don't really have a reason to stay there. And then my other boyfriend, he dumped me. So I'm just kind of like chilling, right? I'm like, you know what? And the thing is, I don't even want to live there anymore because one, bad memories. Okay, trauma. Two, I hate the drive. I hate the trip. Because I live in South Texas. Don't even look at me like that. I live in South Texas near literally like 30 minutes away to an hour from the US-Mexico border. On the tip of Texas, man, okay? Look at me, on the tip of Texas. So going from here to there is 12 hours. That's what I said in my last video, from Houston down. So now that we got that out of the way, like I said before, like if they accept me or not, I don't care. But I'm feeling, I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna open it now. This is terrifying. This is already so scary. Please see the attached document concerning your application to the Clinical Psychology Master of Science program. Okay, we'll open it then. This is not funny. So they accepted me. Which sucks. Okay, you know what? It sucks. You know why it sucks? Because this program is actually pretty good due to the fact that it is a Master of Science in Clinical Psychology. Master of Science. That's where I want to go. That's the direction I want to go. Master of Science. I only applied to 2 Master of Science programs in Texas. One was in Abilene. They rejected me because I did not have the psychological statistics class that they wanted me to take. And in here, it says that my deficiencies is psychological statistics. Anyways, but they accepted me. It's funny because the very first line, it says congratulations, which means, hey, you got in. But the first thing that I saw that my eyes turned to was register for the following classes. And I was like, well, that means I got accepted. No, you can't make me. I have to gather my thoughts about this, okay? Because one, it sounds tempting. I need to know the difference between a Master of Arts and a Master of Science. I need some time to think about this. I need some time to think about. I need some time to think about this. That is what has occurred. Okay, got accepted into one school. Hooray! Right. I did say that I would think about it. I have thought about it, and I have decided to wait it out. I have decided to wait around for my financial aid award letters because I have got nothing, and I just submitted my financial aid like last weekend. I submitted it right barely on time. So the deadline was not March. The deadline was April 15th. I submitted April 13th. You know why? Not my fault. It's never my fault, okay? Look at me. It's never my fault. Because the schools, literally, I looked at every single school because none of the schools will ever have the right amount of information on their website. If schools had the right amount of information on their website, the world would be a much better place. A much better and much different place. Maybe world peace could happen. Every single one of them, except for one. Every single one of them was like, yeah, you gotta be accepted, and then after you're accepted, you can send in your financial aid. But if you don't accept me before the deadline, then what's the I sent it in online to every school that accepted me, waitlisted me, hasn't said anything, not the one that rejected me, obviously. But I sent it, okay, hoping for the best. Now, I have talked to other people, just one person, and they said that since financial aid has been delayed, since a lot of these schools are delayed, I might not get my financial aid award letter until June. June, that's too late. That's too late. Because apparently, I don't know, I haven't looked at anything, apparently. Because nobody tells me anything. Apparently, decision day used to be May 1st, right? Obviously, college decision day, May 1st. It has now been pushed back to May 12th. Now, I don't know if graduate students, if they have the same expectations for graduate students that they do for college students. I would assume not. But you never know, right? You never know. And also, everybody always forgets about master's students. Nobody cares about master's students. Like, they just don't want us to go. They just don't. So I have been thinking about that school, and even though, yes, I would much rather not go there, their tuition, look at me, secret, their tuition is ridiculously cheap, okay? Not as cheap as the one school that waitlisted me, but we're not gonna talk about that. By the way, I have not heard anything back from them because they were like, oh yeah, like, the students have until April 15th. I haven't heard back. So I have to email a bunch of people this weekend, and they better answer me back because this one school, I emailed them months ago. They never said anything back, ever. In less than a month, I will probably have to make a decision about where I go. I remember when I was going to college. By late April, I already knew where I was going, and that's where I went. It was horrible. It sucked. Every single second of that experience sucked. But I went, and I have a degree now. The school that accepted me told me that I have to get back to them. They actually said you have to enroll in these classes by May 12th. Hold on. Because where's my money, right? Everyone's like, oh yeah, submit the enrollment deposit, just sign up for classes. Where is my money? You expect me to go to your school without any money? You're sick. You're sick. And I'm also waiting on 2 more schools to tell me something. I'm waiting on 2 more schools. One of them, right, is the one that hasn't gotten back to me. What's going on over there? The other one said that they would get back to me by May 9th. That's not what they said. I'm just paraphrasing. They said that they would send us our admission decision by the end of the semester or early summer. By the way, that is May 9th because I looked at their calendar, May 9th, which is 3 days before decision day, apparently. So this was just supposed to be fun and games. So far, it's only been games. The fact that, I've already talked about this before, but like the fact that I applied to grad school and now I'm facing the consequences for it, and then I actually have to go to grad school, that's sickening. Sickening. Next graduate school admission process, which is one every month, will probably include where I'm going to grad school, which is scary, you guys. Like, these things go by so fast. That is genuinely terrifying. And also, I talked about this in my last video, I'm pretty sure, my last graduate school video, and I'm going to get started on making the timeline for that series that I'm going to do, where I talk through the entire process from beginning to end now about how I applied to graduate school by myself, you guys. I did the math and I started this whole entire thing December 2022. So it means it has been a year and a half of these games. But I actually really started working on applications, or started my applications, August 2023. I will see you in my next video, which will probably be the first video in that series. I don't know what I'm going to make it about, but look out for that, and I will see you next week.